Hey everyone, happy Friday. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week and are ready for a Card Talking Friday. Yay! So another week has gone. Can you believe it? It's so crazy. I just feel like the year is already flying by so fast. But here we are, another Friday, and we're still making it. We're still getting it going, and I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. So, as you guys may have seen on Facebook the other day, I made a post that my Friday videos this year, I'm going to continue to try to do like I've always done, but I'm going to try to be more consistent and make my videos more purposeful. And by purposeful, what I really mean is I always talk about real estate in my videos along with whatever else may be on my mind, but this year I want to try to make at least the real estate portion of my videos something that is educational and that can provide value to those of you who are watching. So whether you're watching for fun or watching to try to learn something, I hope the video gives you a mixture of a little bit of everything. And also because this is my way of not taking life so seriously, right? So I feel like if I can mix having a video to talk to you guys and add in a little bit of value to it, then it just makes it more meaningful and more purposeful for everyone watching. So today is going to be our first episode of that, and I hope you guys enjoy. So first, I just want to say shout out my shirt today. Those of you who know, I am an alumni of the University of Arkansas. I am a Razorback at heart. And this shirt was given to me by a previous client and friend who is very special to my heart. And he gave me this shirt, I don't know, I think it was like maybe last spring or last summer. And honey, this shirt did not fit. So I told him that I was going to do my best to be healthier and to get to a point where I could wear my shirt. So I'm wearing my shirt and I'm so excited about it. So Randy, thank you so much. I love my shirt and I'm in it. So I told you I would. So anyway, thank you so much, Randy. I love my Razorback shirt and I'm wearing it with much Razorback pride. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing fantastic. It's been a great week, and you know, we're getting things going. I've been having meetings with some new construction people. The builders out there are still building. They're opening new phases, and you know, I'm seeing a little bit more traction getting my clients into those places. So that's been great. And we're just trucking along. Inventory's coming. Every day I'm seeing more and more inventory coming on the market. So it's still a great time to buy before those interest rates go, because that's where they're headed. So anyway, speaking of real estate, I want to jump right into our topic for today. And I'm going on with my theme of what I started earlier this week, because it's January and something very important happens if you buy a home in the year prior to January. So I posted on Facebook the other day. You guys seen my little Homestead Exemptions ad that I posted on my Facebook? Listen, there's a lot of information. So I'm going to try to keep it simple. I'm going to give you 4 points and we're going to talk about this. The point number 1 is, what is a homestead exemption and who can get a homestead exemption? I don't know. So let's talk about it. Homestead exemptions can be confusing because a lot of people don't truly understand what they are and how they benefit them. So the first thing is, who can get a homestead exemption, and then we'll talk about what it does. But basically, if you own a home and you occupy that home as your primary residence, right? Primary residence, not your vacation home, not your Airbnb, not none of that. But if you occupy the home as your primary residence, then you can file for a homestead exemption in the state of Texas. Don't ask me about no other states. All I know about is Texas. So you own your home, it's your primary residence, and before January of this year, The way it worked is you had to live in your home on January 1st in order to apply. So everyone that bought their house in July, August, or even January 2nd of last year, they were not able to apply for this exemption until now. However, that's changing, and we're going to talk about that. But homestead exemption, so we talked about it. You own your home. It's your primary residence. You're not a corporation. You're not housing a nursing home. You're not doing anything crazy. You're truly just living in the house, living your best life. You can file for homestead exemption. What the homestead exemption does here in Texas is it basically is here to save you money, in a long story short. And if you want more details, we can go into it later. But what it does is it reduces your taxable appraised value of your home as it pertains to paying to school district taxes. So in Texas, everyone says that our property taxes are really high. And so what the homestead exemption does is gives people who are living in their primary residence a reduction on the taxes. That reduction can be up to $25,000 of the value of your home. So what that means is, let's say pretend you have a $400,000 house, right? It's valued at $400,000 with the appraisal district. What happens is, if you qualify for the full amount, then they will take $25,000 off of the value when it comes to time to pay the taxes on your school district portions. So instead of being taxed on a $400,000 value, you're now going to be taxed on a $375,000 value, which saves you money in the end. And there are also some other benefits of the homestead exemption, but that's the main purpose, and that's the main exemption that most people talk about. There are other exemptions, over 65, disabled, etc., but today we're only talking about the homestead exemption. So what have we learned so far? If you own your home, you use it as your primary residence to live your best life, you can apply for a homestead exemption now, and you can get up to a $25,000 reduction on the taxable value of your home as it pertains to your school district taxes. Awesome, right? So why would you not do this? Guys, so many people do not file for the homestead exemption, whether they don't remember or no one tells them or they just don't understand it. But it's a great way to save a little bit of money, and we need to save as much money as we can, right? So, as I mentioned before, in the old days, as if it were like Wild Wild West, but prior to this January, people couldn't file for that. So if you bought a home that didn't have that exemption already, then you may be paying a little bit more on the taxable year until you're able to get that exemption on there to reduce that amount. And then you would have to apply for it on January 1st, and you only had till April 30th, I believe, to get that done. But now, if you guys are following my Facebook, you notice that effective January 1st of 2022, homeowners are now going to be able to apply for their homestead exemption in the same year they bought the home. So no more waiting till January 1st and then frantically trying to get in the interest of getting it all done and fast, like by April 30th or whatever, with everything else going on. But this information is now going to be able to happen for you as soon as the same year as you bought the home. Now, I will remind you guys, this information is coming from the comptroller's website, and the comptroller's website refers to it as a reduction in the school district tax. So that's where I'm getting this information from. I know there are some other benefits, but the primary benefit per the Comptroller of Texas website for homestead exemptions is what I'm discussing. And it is possible, Christy Brown, that if you have more than one of these examples, they can apply to each other. So that's a whole nother topic for exemptions in general. But yes, so primary resident, you're not a corporation, you're living in the house and living your best life as the primary residence. You can apply for this. It's going to save you money. The technicalities really don't matter right now. Just file for your homestead exemption. Now, I have had clients before who have not filed for their homestead exemption ever since they owned their home. And I think it may depend on the county, but I know in Dallas County, you can retroactively file, I think, for up to 3 years. So if you haven't filed your homestead exemption, you have to do it manually, I think. I don't think this is something that will apply when on the online version. Maybe, I don't know, but my client had to go in person. COVID may have changed that. But you can retroactively apply and then even get some of that money back that you overpaid if that's the case. So the important thing to remember here, guys, is that homestead exemptions can save you money, and it can provide you with a benefit for that being your primary residence in the county that you're residing in. And you know, it's a really awesome deal. So file for it. Don't wait. I know I tell all of my clients that they need to file for that. We talk about it at the closing table when they buy their house, and I try to remind everyone every year. I just sent out an email, so if you're one of my clients and you bought or sold a home with me in the past, in 2021, you got a couple emails. One for your reminder to do your homestead, and then also you got information on what you need to provide your tax preparer. So that'll be a topic of another time. But if you're my client, you should have gotten that yesterday. If you didn't, you need to call me. So the most beneficial way to do this is to try to find out if you can do it online with your county appraisal district. And I have a little cheat sheet, so if anyone needs a copy of this, Chicago Title, it's not updated, but it has all the websites for all the major counties that are in our area. So you should just be able to Google those to find the address of where to go to. And usually it's an online form or it's an online process. And if you're eligible, when you look up your house, you'll see your information and it'll tell you to apply online. I know in Dallas County, I posted about this on Facebook the other day in my comments, but in Dallas County, some houses are not showing the online ability to file. And that's a situation that they're working through. I've sent them a note and reported the issue, because there's some people that I know for sure have not filed before, and they should be able to file. So they're working on that. But if you don't see an online option, there's always an option to print the form and mail it in yourself. It's free, guys. You don't have to worry about paying for any of this. And Christy Brown, you are correct. This is one of the things I tell every client of mine. When you buy a house, you're going to get a bunch of scam. They're going to be people, and it's going to look official, guys, but they're going to say, oh, for $45, we'll file for you. You don't have to pay for this. This is completely free. And you don't need to do anyone else getting you help. You don't have to worry about that. It's completely free, and it's here to help you as a homeowner. So if you're a client of mine, you know I've given you the spiel. Like, I drill it, you know. But I want to share this with everyone, because not everyone is my client, and everyone deserves to be educated on what's going on out there. So again, homestead exemption. I don't want to make this video too long. I could talk about it for days, but basically what you need to take away is that you can file for a homestead exemption to help save you money on your property taxes if you're the primary resident or primary owner and using it as your primary residence of that home. And it's not a vacation home, you're not a corporation, you're not running major businesses out of it, etc., etc. But you can file for this homestead exemption free, usually online with your county appraisal district, and it will save you money on your property taxes. So that's the main gist of today. I hope this video is helpful. Again, this is what I'm going to try to do this year, is I'm going to try to provide you guys with tidbits of information in quick formats that will help you be more educated on being a homeowner, or in many cases this year, the process it takes to become a homeowner or to sell a home or to do all things real estate. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the first one. I know I'm not super technical and I'm not super flashy with my video, but I hope the information came across, and I hope you learned something today that you can take with you or share with others. And that's the whole purpose, is to share with others and to educate people and to make our lives just a little bit better every day. So that's my goal here at the Scott and Oblet Realty team. That's how I like to do business. If you enjoy that style, come give me a call when you're ready to do your next real estate transaction. I'm happy to help you. So anyway, those of you who watch my video, you know I'm all about positivity. Things happen to us all the time. The world is crazy right now. COVID is rampant. Like, it's all a mess. But think about this. We still have to think positive, because COVID fatigue is a real thing. And I truly believe if we think positive and we bring positivity in our life, positivity will come our way. So take you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend and be safe. Bye-bye.